Good evening. I'd like to start by thanking the Board of Education, Dr. Terranova, and our administrative team for your commitment to work-based learning. My name is Sue Utz, and I am the Work-Based Learning Coordinator. I'd like to take a few minutes this evening to just share an overview of what work-based learning will look like at VCS. Here are my topics of discussion tonight. I wanted to start out sharing our vision for the program, define work-based learning, why it's important, the benefits of work-based learning, and talk a little bit about my goals for the first year. First and foremost, the VCS vision of work-based learning: to provide effective, equitable experiences to connect all students to the meaningful world of work. I think we can all agree the workplace is changing. The opportunity to help build that pipeline, to provide our students employability skills that they will need to help them to be successful in the workplace, is more important than ever. This slide just gives you an idea. We work hard every single day to engage our students in instruction. You can see from this slide, students in my class, whether they were working on a collaborative project, role-playing out in the hallway, making a presentation. Here we have a guest speaker, some students at DECA, some students helping out at the Memorial Day Parade and presenting to our Kiwanis Club. We work, again, as I said, we work hard every day to keep our instruction engaging, and we know sometimes instruction looks like this, whether students are reading text, whether they're being assessed. So that's really the beauty of work-based learning. It really ties everything together. Per New York State Department of Ed, how do you define work-based learning? It's authentic learning experiences for students to explore their career interests, their abilities, their skills, their goals, all the while applying the knowledge that they've learned in the classroom. So it really brings all of those important worlds together. Why is it important? As you can see from the variety of points that I have made up on this slide, we all know students that have gone to college to major in one area and change a time, 2 times, or 3 times. Not as many students are deciding to go to a 2 or 4 year school. They want to go right into the workforce. And again, this is a beautiful opportunity for us to help better prepare them. And I think the key frame is for meaningful work. Again, let's help our students to develop those job skills that they need for future and better employment. What are some of the benefits of work-based learning? When we look at the various stakeholders, again, as I've mentioned, giving our students exposure to the world of work, all the different occupations and industries that are out there that maybe they would not have been familiar with, and also reinforce what they're learning in the classroom, as I mentioned earlier, as well as earn classroom credit. In terms of what's in it for our businesses, for our community, for our employers, again, more robust pipelines. How about the tech-savvy students that we have? Let's face it, our young generation, they really have, they pick up very easily on some of those tech skills that maybe others of us don't quite grasp as quickly. Let's help our businesses build on their reputations that they already have to be great places to work. Again, a more diverse and innovative labor pool. So we really believe it's a win-win for everyone. And the best part from our student standpoint is that they get to have these work experiences in a very safe place with mentors, with support. It really gives them the opportunity to have those experiences, but know it's being done in a very safe space. What does work-based learning look like? Really it starts out at it sounds silly to talk about it starting out at birth, but what first came to my mind was in September on that first day of school. If you click on Facebook now, everybody's got their little kindergartner with a sign that says, what do I want to be when I grow up? So again, the mind is already working in terms of what do I want to be? What are different careers? What does, what do some of those important people in my life, what kind of careers do they have? So really it's an opportunity to build on that with guest speakers, industry tours, career fairs. Then we start getting into more career exploration. That could be job shadows, giving students opportunities to go in for a half day or go in for a full day and see what a chemical engineer does. See what an architect is up to. Watch that nurse and see what that day looks like. And then when we talk career development, we start talking about actual internships where they're going to go into a business, or work experiences, jobs that they may have, but that we really will connect back and talk a little bit more specifically about what they're learning, what those employability skills look like that they are building on to help better prepare them. Student expectations, this kind of goes into a lot of detail, but just to give you a sense of what the expectations are for our students, depending on what kind of work-based learning experience they choose, whether it's a job shadow, what does it look like if they decide to do an internship, or what does it look like if they've already got a job, but they want to kind of fall under our workplace learning umbrella and the opportunity to earn credit. So we will be able to walk students through. There's instruction that supports each one of our programs to really make sure that our students are really learning that skill set that they need to be prepared. As far as goals that I have for myself in this first year with this new position, first and foremost is stakeholder involvement. Everybody really can help support what we're trying to do, whether it's the PTA, the Chamber of Commerce, our faculty and staff, the Board of Education, working through LinkedIn, participating in open house, you name it. I feel like those are opportunities for us to get people involved, to help our students in supporting their efforts to be more ready for the world of work. As far as specifics, my goal is to, again, increase our industry tours, our guest speakers, have a career fair, have some students placed in internships, as well as tap into those students that already have jobs, and how do we really notch that up to make that job that they currently have that much more beneficial to them as individuals. I went through that rather quickly, but I did want you to get a little bit of an idea of what work-based learning looks like. I had a student recommend to me a book that I had just read over the summer. The book was called The Heart of Business. It was by Hubert Jolly, who took over for Best Buy when they were going through a very difficult time. Amazon was coming on strong. Circuit City was filing Chapter 11. So they brought in a new CEO, this gentleman, Hubert Jolly. And when he talks about the heart of business, he basically talks about human magic, like what we can do to bring the best out of our people. I love that. It really kind of hit home as I read it in this position that I have as work-based learning coordinator. How do we help support our students, really work that human magic, give them those opportunities, give them those skills that they need, connect what they're learning in the classroom to our community and to careers. If we're able to do all that, I think our goals will be met and our work-based learning program will be off to a fabulous start. So I thank you for your time. Again, if you have any questions, please feel free. As I mentioned, help yourself to any of my handouts that are behind me. And I can't wait for us all to truly work together to connect our classroom to both our community as well as careers. Good evening, and thanks again.